5 o'clock, and so we're going to get started. We want to make a commitment to starting on time and finishing on time. So welcome, 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 first of all, to all of our new families to Mercer Island. We're so excited you are here. We really wish we could be in person, but as we thought about it and started to look at the numbers, we just felt that everyone would be more comfortable in the virtual setting, just as we did last year. So we hope you learn lots. We have lots of exciting guests here, all of our partners in educating and supporting our youth here in the Mercer Island community. So thank you for joining us. And I would like to introduce to you our school board president, who is here tonight with us representing our board, and I'll allow her to introduce the rest of our board directors. President Tucker.
I unmute. Yes. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to tonight's event and welcome to Mercer Island. I'm the current president of the Mercer Island School Board. I have twin seniors and a third grader in one of the elementary schools. And I myself, or I guess we ourselves, were a new family 9 years ago, and we really appreciated the warm welcome that we got when we moved to Mercer Island. This is a fantastic district, and it's a fantastic welcoming community. I wanted to just introduce my fellow school board directors. Are they on the call, or am I just introducing them in theory?
Just in theory. We have
okay, in theory. Sorry, I didn't see them, but there are 4 other school board directors, a total of 5. The vice president of the board is David D'Souza, and we also have Tam Din, Deborah Lurie, and Brian Giannini Upton. I wanted to just put in a very quick plug for participating in a activity that is called a thought exchange. It is all over the district website. If you click on it, go to the district website. I think it's on every single page right now. And if you click on superintendent search, you will definitely see a lot about it there. And it's because our lovely superintendent, Donna Kolaski, is going to be retiring at the end of this year. So the board is going to need to name her successor. And this is a way that you can have direct input into telling the board what is most important to you about the district and for the future of the district. And the thought exchange has been open for 2 weeks, and tomorrow is the last day. So if you have a chance to hop on there and share a couple thoughts, and you can vote on other people's thoughts, what resonates with you, we'd really appreciate your input. Thank you so much, and welcome to the district.
Thank you, President Tucker. And I didn't neglect to introduce myself. I am Donna Kolaski, very proud superintendent for Mercer Island School District. This is my 5th year, and as President Tucker said, it is my final year of 36 years in public education. It is just a wonderful place to spend this last year of my education career, and I look forward to us doing great things together over this next year. So I'd like to just briefly go over some of the work that the board was engaged in prior to the pandemic, and frankly, even during the pandemic, because they did even continue this really important work about what is our district about. And so here you see a graphic that is our values, vision, and mission statement, which is definitely the work of our board. And in that top circle, students are the priority. The board went through a very rigorous and lengthy process prior to the pandemic. We used thought exchange to gather people's feedback, and from that the board determined our values, our vision statement, and our mission statement. So our values with students are as the priority. We believe in supporting the whole child, creating inclusive and equitable learning settings, ensuring our school communities are safe and supportive, and providing rigorous and challenging learning. Our vision for every single one of our students is inspiring our students to be lifelong learners as they create their futures. And our mission statement is that the district will foster learning by engaging students in thinking critically, solving problems creatively, and working collaboratively. The board's work is centered around this by virtue of the operational expectations, one of them, which is our student fundamentals. And the board worked over the past 18 months, certainly on everything that had to do with being in a pandemic, but also how did our fundamentals align with this value, vision, and mission statements? And they did an amazing job of reworking them and rewriting them and aligning them with this values, vision, and mission, as well as setting how they were going to monitor and measure our new fundamentals. So I'm not going to go into those a lot. We'll hope you'll follow along at some of our board meetings and check them out, but it really is the preface of the work of our governance team. I want to make sure you all know about our district information and how to find out more about us. As President Tucker said, our website has an abundance of information on it. And here's where you can see our board directors. We have their pictures up there. There's all the contact information you need. We have a whole page dedicated just to our COVID response. And as new things come into play, it's all found right there on our website. We are on social media, so we hope that you'll follow us on Facebook and Instagram and on Twitter. So there are all of those social media links there. This presentation, I'm not sure if we're recording. I don't know if we started the recording, but if we are, great.
We are, Superintendent Kolaski, we're on there.
Okay, great. So we will have this recorded and put up on our website and send it out to all of you as well, so you can get this information if you need it at a later date. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce the heart of our work in every school district, but I really see it as the most important work that we're doing, which is our learning services. Our goal is to have great teaching and thereby learning in every one of our classrooms, and leading us gallantly through our teaching and learning is our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Fred Rundle, and he is going to give a brief overview of where we are going in our teaching and learning as we come out of this pandemic. Fred.
Thank you, Superintendent Kolaski, and welcome to all of our families who are joining tonight. Whether or not you've been here just a few weeks or a month, or perhaps you arrived earlier in the summer or even late last spring and you're joining us, we want to make sure that you don't feel new for long. And that's really the intention of tonight. And you have the opportunity to hear from some tremendous community supports that are both inside and outside the school district. From my vantage point, I have the absolute opportunity, as Superintendent Kolaski mentioned, to work each and every day focused on the heart and soul of our district, and that's the students. We in Learning Services make up a team of leaders, as well as coaches, support staff, and many other instructional specialists who are in and out of the schools every day. And so we have a Director of Learning Services, Jamie Prescott, an Assistant Director, Nova Williams. We have a Director of Instructional Technology, Andrews Ronzer. And then we have two directors, our Director of Special Services, Sue Ann Booby, and our Assistant Director, Beth DeGrace. We are honored and privileged to be able to work and support our schools. As many of you know, we have definitely come through the challenges of a pandemic with many others, but we know we couldn't have done it without the tremendous collaboration of our staff members, working also with our community, and ultimately keeping the focus on our students. And right now, our main focus is thinking about the barriers that are in front of our students and how do we identify those, and then how do we remove those so that all students can achieve our values, our vision, and our mission, and achieve their full potential. And so that's the heart and soul of our work, supporting our principals, supporting our teachers, and ultimately supporting our students. So we, just for context, in our school district, we do serve students from 3 years old all the way through 21. Sometimes people just think of school districts as K-12. We actually have an early childhood services model, and that operates out of Northwood. Students who qualify for intensive services or interventions prior to kindergarten have the opportunity to learn at Northwood. And then, of course, in our elementary schools, we have the K-5 grades, our 6-8 as an Islander Middle School, and then 9-12 at the high school. And we have had a program for many years called the Adult Transition Program, and that's for students who, after they graduate, they receive transition services and opportunities inside the district, but out in our community. And actually, we'll be opening up a brand new facility for those students to work out of, and it's going to be on the Northwood campus. Right now it's here adjacent to our administration building, but we're excited to open that. So despite setbacks from the pandemic, we've persevered, continued to move forward. And we're just grateful to have all of you who have chosen to be in the Mercer Island community. And we now have the opportunity to work with each and every day within our school district. So thanks again for being here tonight. If you ever need anything, please reach out to any of our team members in our Learning Services Department, any of our principals or others, and we will be in touch. So with that, back to you, Superintendent Kolaski.
Thank you, Dr. Rundle. And now we are going to begin to introduce our community partners. We know that in a community that is so special like Mercer Island, it takes the entire community to really support our families, but most importantly, our children. So tonight we have 22 school and community organizations there that we're going to introduce to you and give them a brief time to connect with you. Look for an email, as it says on the slide after the webinar, that will have all their contact information, so you'll have it all in one space. So first up is our Mercer Island Schools Foundation. We are so fortunate to be able to partner with our friends in the School Foundation. There is so much that their fundraising allows us to add to our students' education. And so I'm very pleased to introduce the Executive Director for Mercer Island Schools Foundation, Tammy Shoup. Good to see you, Tammy.
Hi, Donna. So hi, everybody. Welcome, new families. Oh, geez. Okay, I have to apologize in advance if that happens. I wanted to welcome everybody. And so I am Tammy Shoup, like Donna said. I have been on the island since 2004. My kids have gone through, they went through Lake Ridge and IMS in the high school. They are now in college. And I was just listening to Dr. Rundle. He was our principal way back when. So it's been here a long time and gone through a lot with the schools. And now I'm so lucky to be the executive director of the foundation. But we are a nonprofit, a 501(c)(3). We always kind of think of ourselves as kind of a fundraising arm of the district, but we are a separate entity. Our mission is to provide an exceptional learning experience for all students in the district. And we receive donations from the community, individuals, corporate sponsors, small businesses in our community. And all of those donations really enhance and improve the quality of education in the schools. The foundation was started, and I just realized this, but the foundation was started back in 1981. And I was just thinking today, this year is our 30th anniversary. And since 1981, we have raised over $25 million, which is pretty impressive. We have two main fundraising campaigns each school year. The first one is happening right now. You've probably seen quite a few emails from us and possibly signs out in the community. It's called the All In for Kids Fall Campaign. And this campaign really centers around a phone-a-thon that is going to happen on October 18th and 19th. You will get a call. Anybody with a child in the district will get a call that evening, one of those 2 evenings. And we're asking for people to support our schools financially. And so you can give now, you can give later, but that's our big campaign. In a normal year, and we're still not quite back to a normal year, we would do more in-school things too. But you'll just be seeing a lot of emails from us this year. And then in the spring, we have our Spring for Schools campaign, and that is a separate campaign. I should go back, sorry. The All In for Kids campaign, we are fundraising for so many different things. We have been given a list by the school district. Fred and everybody has put together a big list of priorities that we can help with. And as we have a board, the foundation board will take a look at that, review it, we'll go back and forth, and we vote on accepting that. And we did. Our goal this fall is 434,500. And so it's a pretty lofty goal. And we are raising money for, gosh, so many things, curricula. We are raising money for social and emotional programs, web. We help fund web at the middle school and bridges at the high school, professional development for the teachers. We help support teachers who are pursuing their national board certification. We have a teacher innovation grant process going on right now where teachers are writing applications for grants, things that they can think of that might enrich their classrooms. So lots to fund right now. And you can find that priority funding list. It was mailed to your homes, but you can find it on our website as well. In the spring, we have a spring event. Last year, it was a virtual event. It was our first virtual event, and it was very successful. In a normal year, we have a breakfast, and that's at the high school in the gym. We host over 600 people, and there's, community sponsors, corporate sponsors, just the entire community, it feels like, comes out to support. And we are able to kind of showcase different things that we fund with the district. And hopefully, well, I don't think we're going to be doing a 600 person event this year, but we will have something, and you can look forward to that. And during both fall and spring, like I said, we do smaller things within the schools, but basically we're helping the district leverage their funds to provide the best possible education for your children. And we just hope that everybody will come on out and support our schools, and very easy to give to the foundation. You can give online. We take stock donations. Those have been on the rise. You can send in a check, and all of our information again is on our foundation link there. You can see on the screen. And that's it. Thanks.
Thank you, Tammy. And I hate to be the one to correct you, but if you started in 81, you're 40 years young.
40. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. I just took one look at that just now. So thank you for.
I think we need a celebration. Congratulations on 40 years.
I think we need to celebrate. That's right.
Right. Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you all.
And now one of our other community partners, you may have noticed if in your travels around the island, that the Mary Waite pool is actually located on what we call the mega block. The high school, Northwood, and many of our stadium are all part of the mega block, including the Mary Waite pool, which is actually a school facility. And so here to talk about our partnership with OCA, the Mary Waite pool, is Alice Godfred. Alice.
Sorry. No, I didn't realize I had to click the button. Sorry about that. Okay.
Hi, Alice. Good to see you.
Now I got it. I'm like, why isn't anything happening? Okay. Well, thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to be able to let new families know about the pool. And I don't know why I'm not seeing my video. I said stop.
We can see you, Alice.
I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Anyways, I'm very happy to welcome the new families to the island. I was a new family many years ago, and it's nice. It's a very welcoming island, and I had lived here for over 20 years, raised all three of my girls on the island. They all went through the school district and the high school and are now successful adults, which I credit a lot to Mercer Island High School. The pool is a very great asset that the school district offers, and we operate the pool for the school district with the support of the city. And we're the only public pool in the area. I think the next public pool, you have to go quite a ways into Bellevue and then way into Seattle before you can find another public pool. We have people who come from all over to swim at the pool from all ages. We offer lessons for, actually, it's interesting, one of our more popular lessons is adult lessons this last year. A lot of adults during pandemic decided they wanted to learn how to swim. So that's been a great opportunity to extend to our adult population. But we offer, one of our most popular classes is actually our parent taught class on Saturday and Sunday. If you walk into the pool, it's only pleasure because you see all these little guys and their parents, and they're in the water and they're laughing and splashing and they're having a great time. So we offer all sorts of exercise classes, lap swims. Also, one of the things that we do offer that I'm not sure everybody knows about is we do offer scholarships for families who are unable to afford the lessons. If that's something that you would like to be interested in, they're full scholarships, no questions asked on our part. We ask you to go through the Mercer Island Youth and Family Services and they vet you, and we want everybody to learn how to swim. We don't want to have cost be a reason why you can't be in the pool. So we would like to welcome everybody to come by. If you're new to the island, please come in and say hi to us. We'll show you around and welcome you to our programs. We've got lots of programs happening. If you go to the pool and think there's nothing to do, then you're not looking hard enough, because it's packed most of the time in the afternoon with the high school program going on and the lessons going on in the other pool and all sorts of activities. Yeah, thank you very much. And we hope we'll be able to see you at the pool.
Thank you, Alice. Great to see you again.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Next up, we, as you might start to see a trend here, Mercer Island School District has an amazing relationship with our Mercer Island City. We are, I think, I have the police next, Craig, so I see Tamby, and I know she's going to be up here in a bit, but is Detective Christina Alum here, because we were going to ask her to talk a little bit about our partnership with Mercer Island Police and introduce our school resource officer, Christina Alum. Is Christina in the attendees? Oh, well, there she is. All right. Tamby, you can stay and we'll have Christina unmute herself and talk a little bit about her work as our school resource officer.
Hi there. Hopefully the video will come on at some point. Hi, new families. I am Detective Christina Alum. I've been with the Mercer Island Police Department for 4 years, but this is my first year serving as the school resource officer for the Mercer Island School District. I'm very excited about that new role. In my role, I have the opportunity to serve as a teacher for some of the topics that relate to crime and law in both the high school and the middle school. There we go.
There you are.
Sorry about that. Did the audio go through at least?
Yes. We could hear you. We
Okay.
just couldn't see you, and I wanted everyone to know.
I apologize about that. The panelist was a new part of Zoom for me. As I was saying, I get the opportunity to serve as a teacher in both the high school and the middle school for some lessons in regards to crime and law. I also serve as an informal mentor at the schools, and I am in my traditional patrol uniform. So I've gone around and gotten a chance to know some of the students, and my role really gives me an opportunity to allow students to ask a question and really serve as a resource for them. Questions can be about law or questions on a traffic ticket or whatnot, but they can also be any topic. I really like to think of being around there and serving as a positive adult role model for the students. I'm really excited to working with new families, which is almost everyone for me since I'm new in the role, but welcome everyone.
Thank you, Christina. Great to have you here. Something that is unique, again, about Mercer Island is that the school district and the city share the exact same boundaries. That is not the case in most school districts in the area. So one other department at our city is the Mercer Island Youth and Family Services, and they are a great partner for us here in Mercer Island School Districts. And so with us today is the administrator for MIYFS, as we affectionately call them, Tamby Court. Tamby, good to see you.
Great. Thank you, Donna. Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to be here with you all tonight. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what we do at Mercer Island Youth and Family Services. We are a bit unique in that we are a department within the city. Oftentimes, human services are embedded within a nonprofit that's external to the school district or city, but served with a contract or with some funding from government partners. But we actually are embedded. So we're colleagues with our police crew, we're peers with the school district staff, and that allows us to have a really collaborative relationship across all sectors. What we do at Mercer Island Youth and Family Services is serve the behavioral health and mental health needs of any Mercer Island resident. So we have programming and staff available to you, your children, and any other family members on the island that may be in need. The program that's probably most relevant to you parents is our school-based counseling program. So within each school on the island, we have a mental health professional that is available to work with you and your child if you have any concerns. The last 18 months have been pretty tough. There's been a tremendous impact on mental health locally, nationally, globally, and Mercer Island has not been immune to those impacts. Your family has potentially not been immune to those impacts. And so we are another layer of support if you are facing or your child is facing some mental health challenges or in other needs of assistance, which I will get to in just a moment. This transition to a new school may also be hard for your child. And so we can also be one other layer of support again, in addition to the teachers and administrators and other school district staff, if they need someone there to talk with or for more extensive work. I want to make sure you know who the staff is at your school. So if you have an elementary school child and at Northwood, Laura Fowlsgraf is our staff member. At Island Park, Polly DeBron. West Mercer's Anna Ortons, and Julie Matson is at Lake Ridge. If you have a student at Islander Middle School, Harry Brown is our staff member and is assisted by an intern named Zach Lopez. And then at the high school, we have Chris Harnish and Caleb Visser. So feel free to find their information on our website, on the school district website, call the front office and just ask for them, and they can be a support for you. In addition to our school-based team, we have a community-based team that can provide additional, more extensive mental health support. They can be reached again via that website by calling our office directly. And then finally, we have our emergency assistance program. If you or your family or household are struggling with rent, food insecurity, or in need of any other programmatic support, such as the pool, scholarships, we are available to provide that type of assistance and case management to any island resident or household that's in need. So please just contact us. We'll connect you to our case manager, Cheryl Manriquez, and see what we can do to help your family get to a more stable situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Good to see you. Now we are going to introduce our amazing partners at each of our schools, starting with our Mercer Island High School Parent Teacher Student Association, PTSA. And we're going to have each of our sites talk a little bit about what their parent teacher organization is doing at each of the schools. So starting with the new family co-chairs from Mercer Island High School, Andrea and Jody, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you too. I don't know if anyone can see me, but
Can see you, Jody, and we can hear you. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about how the PTSA is supporting new families at Mercer Island High School.
Well, Andrea and I are the new family coordinators for the high school. And if you are a high school parent, you would have received already from us a welcome email telling you about ourselves. And if you have not, please do contact us with the information that you're going to get after this evening's performance so that we can get in contact with you and make sure that you're on our list. So we're the new family reps. We both moved here 5 years ago and both had a kind of a shaky transition. We're very happy to find each other at New Family Organization meeting. And since then, we've sort of been dedicated to the idea of trying to ease other people's transitions because it was hard for us when we both moved here separately. We did not know each other before, but now we're, best friends. So basically, we have that email that we sent you already, and we are planning an event on Friday, October 15th. We're going to have an outdoors new family coffee. So look for that email as well, and that one will be coming to you, and you can enjoy a coffee and a pastry on us, and meet other new families and ask us any questions you have. So I don't want to go on too long, but I just want to really encourage you to please reach out to Andrea and I if you have any questions or anything about moving into new families. You know, it can be like, my kid likes to mountain bike. How do I do that? I know I have an 8th grader and a senior. My 8th grader is a big mountain biker. Or you can, you know, ask questions like, who do I contact when my kid is feeling really, really shaky? And we can put you in touch with the right administrator or the right counselors. We know a lot of people in the school, and we're happy to connect you with the people we need to connect you with. And now Andrea is going to talk about the rest of PTA, because we are also representing PTA here.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you can see me, but hopefully you can hear me. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Yay. We just want to remind everybody, I don't think I can put it in the chat because I think it's just for panelists, but the website there, mihsptsa.org, is a great place to go. We want everybody to join the PTSA. There's a lot of opportunities, and some of the ways that Jody and myself made friends here in this community was through and is through continuing to volunteer. So we recommend that very highly. There's also a lot of clubs available on the Mercer Island High School webpage for your students to get involved in. I know my daughter's just joined Women in STEM and having a great time with that. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities out there. And before my dog starts barking, I'll leave you guys to it.
Well, we do welcome dogs with the new families to the island as well. It's a very dog-friendly place. In fact, we even have a therapy dog at the high school, and Finley is probably the most popular staff member at Mercer Island High School. Thank you so much, Andrea and Jody. Jody, good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. So hopefully we'll get to see each other in person soon. Thank you. Next up is our middle school PTSA, Islander Middle School, and our president there is Carol Gregory. So we'll have Carol up here in a minute, and you can see on their slide here, which we will share with you. I'm going to front load a little bit for Carol. There she is. The membership toolkit, which I know is something that all of our PTAs have available. So Carol, can you unmute and start your camera?
Unmute, starting video. There we go.
Carol, good to see you.
Hello. I kind of missed a little bit. You were talking about membership toolkit, so not sure if
on the slide that we're sharing, the website for the Islander PTSA membership toolkit is up there, so folks will have that as a resource.
Sorry, got it now. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to everyone. I moved to the island with my family about almost 7 years now, and ironically, my daughter, my oldest, was started midway through IMS, Islander Middle School, and she's now in college, which is crazy. Our family coordinators, Shelley Helms and Leslie Lawrence, were not able to be on the call. So if you do have any questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I do believe that they have been working to try and put together something for the new families. It's been a little bit different this year as was last year, but they're trying to figure some stuff out. I'd like to just speak a little bit to what the PTA or PTSA does. And one of the things that I think about is that we work to raise funds, recruit members and volunteers in order to support the middle school teachers, staff, the students, and also the parents. We do work hand in hand with the foundation as far as grants to supply to the schools, to the IMS. And a few of the things that we do is we do the grants, we do supply or help support the teachers with classroom supplies. We support the teachers with monthly appreciation events and Teacher Appreciation Week. And we have volunteers that help out with Copy Corps and also in the library, in addition to other things. There's, we obviously support the students with various things. There's Web, which is Where Everyone Belongs, and that's a group that helps the 8th graders help the 6th graders, and we help support the 8th grade graduation ceremonies and the Reflections Art Contest. There's something that happens every year, and it's ongoing right now. We support the parents with various things. I think you're going to probably hear from someone tonight from Parent Edge, and that's you'll hear more about that. We have school events. We have a great communications team who we have a website, which is what Donna put up. Thanks, Donna. Monthly newsletters. We have a Facebook and Instagram page that we try to keep updated. And we also do the family and community events that we support. And again, that would be Leslie Lawrence and Shelley Helms. And that would be the 6th grade welcome. There's a Mandarin outreach and a few other things. And we also try and support families or the community doing events like bingo night and trivia nights. We're hoping this year that we're going to be able to do some of those things. We actually did do a trivia night last year, all online, which was a lot of fun. So we do a lot of things, and we would love to, if you haven't already, check out the PTA website to sign on to be hopefully a member and or a volunteer. And again, welcome.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. A great way to make friends and meet people for new families is really to come to our PTA events, because as you hear repeatedly, that's how these folks have made friends and met people when they came to Mercer Island. Next up, the first of our elementary schools, Island Park Elementary, and our co-presidents there are Carol and Julian. I see Carol is here with us. So Carol, if you wouldn't mind turning on your camera and unmuting, and here comes Julian now too. Tell us a little bit about Island Park PTA.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm doing the very Mercer Island activity of shuttling my kids around at the moment, so I apologize that I'm not on the screen. First thing I would like to say to all of the new families is welcome. It is great to have you on the island. All of us were new to Mercer Island at some point in time, even the families that seem like they have been here forever. So welcome to Mercer Island. And I'll just set, Donna stole my exact line. The best way to meet people is to show up at the events and to get involved. So far, Island Park has had our welcome coffees. We've had a back to school bash. Our next event is going to be our kids' Halloween parade. And so we're still finalizing the details for the parade and the parties, but that will be next. And then for volunteering opportunities, we have everything like the art docent program, become a room parent. All of those are going to be ways that you meet the other families. And so we look forward to having you participate in our school community. As just a little background on Island Park PTA, I like to say we fund the extras. So, things like the 5th grade musical, things like field trips. So the PTA does the extras. So again, welcome to Mercer Island. We are glad to have you here.
Carol, anything to add?
Hi, everyone. I think, well, I turn on my video. So welcome again. So all the information, if you're looking for anything, information about school, it is on our PTA website, as you can see on the slide. So, and then there is also a contact us form that you can fill out. If you don't know who to contact, just go to the website and then fill out the form and somebody will contact you. So welcome.
Thank you, Carol. Good to see you. Next up, from our Lake Ridge PTA, Stephanie Burnett, the Vice President. Hi, Stephanie, if you want to unmute and turn on your camera and tell us a little bit about Lake Ridge Elementary School PTA.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Burnett, and I am the Vice President of the Lake Ridge PTA. I'm filling in for Nancy, the President, who is currently out of the country. And I wanted to extend a warm welcome to all the new families and especially the Lake Ridge families. I have a first grader and a fourth grader at Lake Ridge, and I also have a freshman at the high school this year. And we have all kinds of fun things happening at Lake Ridge. As the PTA, for the PTA, we work with the administration to provide all kinds of fun enrichment activities. We help support the room parents. We have had a lot going on this year, which has been very exciting. Since so much was canceled last year, we've been able to bring activities back in a safe way that feels good for everyone. We just finished the third grade rodeo, and we just started up the Lake Ridge Walkers Club again, which is an activity that they do once a week at recess where kids can walk around the playground to earn special prizes. We have brought back Lake Ridge Spirit Days, and we have some special ones where and once a month, every Friday we dress up in Lake Ridge colors, and once a month we have the kids dress up with a special theme. And we are very excited to be bringing back the Lake Ridge Garden Club in the spring after school. So we have all kinds of fun activities going on at Lake Ridge right now, and all kinds of really great ways to get involved. If you are a new Lake Ridge family and you aren't receiving the weekly Lions Roar newsletter, please visit the Lake Ridge PTA website and sign up to get that, because it has all kinds of really great information on what's going on at the school. And if you have any questions at all or need any support in any way as a new family, feel free to reach out to us. You can email, the president's email is president@lakeridgepta.org, and we will be happy to help you with whatever you need. So welcome.
Thank you, Stephanie. Great to see you. Our next PTA representative is Kathy Chen from Northwood. Northwood is our newest facility and is off to a great start this year as well. Kathy, can you unmute and share with us a little bit about Northwood PTA?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Kathy Chen. I am president of Northwood PTA. I have a fourth grader and a fifth grader at Northwood. And we actually moved here 3 years ago. So my kids were new going into first grade and second grade at Northwood. And it was a lot of information to take in all at one time. So I would again echo everyone's sentiments of, the best way to kind of get to know the community is to volunteer or go to an event and, just become or start chatting with, kids that your kids become friends with too. Or their parents rather. And again, like all of our information is on our website that's on the slide. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me as well. My email, which I'll pop in the chat, I think I can, is president@northwoodowlspta.org. And I guess unique to Northwood is that we, as mentioned before, host the early childhood special education program at Northwood. So you do see a larger community of families with differently abled students. And we as a PTA try to support our teachers. We try to support our students and really just build community among the group as a whole, for families, for teachers, for students to kind of feel connected and feel a positive experience at Northwood. Yeah, thanks.
Great. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for being here. And our last elementary school is our West Mercer PTA with Michelle Agosti as president. Michelle, if you want to unmute, there you are. Hi, Michelle. Tell us a little bit about West Mercer's plans for this year.
Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle Agosti. I am president of the PTA at West Mercer. I have a daughter in fourth grade who evidently just waved her hand there. So just a little bit about West Mercer PTA. Similar to all of the other PTAs, we help to support the school at an individual level, adding other programs above and beyond what the basic education is able to provide. We're starting to get back into a lot of our new or our old programs, bringing them back, like Art Docent, which is brings in art and extra time once a month to the classroom with a set curriculum, and we provide all the supplies, and then we hang the artwork in the school. So it adds some beautiful artwork to the walls. This morning, we just had our back to school, bike to school and walk to school event, which was really fun. It was low key, but lots of fun, and encouraged kids to walk and bike and get some exercise. And they got a little prepackaged bar so they could have some energy. Their minds and bodies were ready for school. And we do a welcome coffee to welcome everyone. And it's just a great way to be involved with our school. And I hope that you'll consider joining the PTA and volunteering and, getting to know our community better. We're happy for you to be here. Thanks.
Thank you, Michelle. And I believe, if I'm right, oops, sorry. Come on. Oh, no, Michelle will be back in a bit in a different role, but now we are going to introduce our Mercer Island Preschool Association. This is a unique association of all of the many preschools that are on Mercer Island. And today we have with us Alison Cuano, who's going to talk to us a little bit about the Preschool Association. Hello, Alison.
Hi, so my name is Alison Cuano. I actually went to Mercer Island middle school and high school a long time ago, and then moved away for a long time. And once I had a kid, I said I need my village, and I moved back. So I currently have a almost 3.5-year-old and a 5-month-old, and I'm one of the vice presidents of membership for the Mercer Island Preschool Association. I know that we've had a lot of families with littles move onto the island within the last couple of years, so welcome. And Mercer Island Preschool Association is really unique in that it is a Washington State PTA, but it's one of the few in the nation. I think I've heard it's the only in the nation that services children age 0 to 5 years old. So if you don't have to have a kid in preschool, we are a resource for newborns and toddlers and their families and their parents. We put on a lot of events around the island. So a little history, the Preschool Association was founded in 1937, and our principles are fundraise, advocate, and organize community events. So for an example, up on October 12th, we have our next all-member meeting coming up. We're doing an educational talk with Cubba Reese, who's a wonderful parent educator from Bellevue College, and she's going to be giving a talk about how to get your kids to listen to you, which, especially when you're in the three-nager phase like I am, seems like it's impossible. So that should be great. On October 23rd, the Mercer Island Preschool Association's hosting an outdoor pumpkin carving event at the Country Club. Annually, we also host a toy swap, which is a big sort of garage sale, rummage sale. We solicit donations from people on the island, and all of the proceeds benefit Mercer Island Youth and Family Services, who you heard about earlier. The Preschool Association, we host playgroups for age-based playgroups, so you can help socialize your kids and meet parents of kids that are around the same ages. We have adult socials, we have family events, we have play dates in the park, we have this year we're hoping to do a trunk or treat for Halloween. We're hoping to do a Thanksgiving event. We host a preschool fair, so you can, when your kids become that age, get some really great information about the preschools that are on the island, as well as a circus event in the spring, depending on what the whole situation is by then. But anyways, so we hope to have you join us, kids 0 to 5 or people needing those resources. So yeah, our website is on the screen, but feel free to reach out if you have any questions. So we look forward to meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alison. And as we're getting ready for our next community partner, Mercer Island Parent Edge, represented by Michelle Ritter, just a reminder to everyone that because we know we've invited our new families here, the information and the contact information for all of the participants today will be sent in an email to you. So hello, Michelle, good to see you again. Tell us a little bit about Parent Edge.
Well, thank you. My name is Michelle, and I'm with Mercer Island Parent Edge. We are a program within the Mercer Island PTA Council, which is made up of all of the PTAs on the island. And our goal is to encourage dialogue in our community on a variety of topics. We also offer speakers and programs that provide parents with more tools to add to our toolbox, which we can always learn. And there's so many great ideas that we all share. This year, we're really focusing on a community dialogue around the topic of the pressures that our kids are under and how we can help support a more healthy balance for our kids. We have some programs coming up, and we've had some great ones already happen that you can still see the recordings of if you miss those. Our website is miparentedge.org. So miparentedge.org. And I encourage you to look at our site. We've got lots of great resources, links to articles, links to other programs that are happening in the area. And we're always looking for new members. So if you enjoy event planning or just talking about what's happening with our youth and with parenting, we would love to have you join our group. So thank you.
Thanks, Michelle, and thanks for the great event last night. It was awesome. It was I look forward to the future events tied to that. So thanks for being here. Next up, also part of our Mercer Island PTA Council is our Pta Advocacy Representatives. Michelle's back with Jennifer Crespi. Tell us a little bit about PTA Council advocacy.
Hi, Jennifer and I are both, I don't know if Jennifer wants to go first or.
No, go ahead.
Okay, great. So Jennifer and I are VPs of PTA advocacy. Advocacy is kind of, I like to look at it as with each PTA, there's the focus on the schools, and then advocacy, legislative and advocacy kind of is all encompassing and kind of goes above to the Washington state level. And like last year, for example, we voted on top 5 priorities that they will be pushing for legislature to happen at the state level. Those priorities last year were increased access to nursing, mental health, and social emotional learning, support students and preserve education funding, increase educational equity by closing the digital divide, support funding for students and disabilities and their families, prevent and reduce gun violence and suicide. And so there's some really great advocacy that happens at our schools. We meet once a month and we talk about things that are going on at all the different schools. We do have a gun violence prevention committee, and now Jennifer is actually taking up the special services. Is that what it's called? I'm sorry if I'm missing it.
Oh, no. Yes, the special services, abilities, and learning differences. And so, yeah, advocacy is just a great place for parents to voice their concerns and find ways that we can help the community and the students and the school work together to solve problems and move forward and just work with one another.
Thank you both for being here, and the great work that you're doing at the state level. The advocacy group has done some amazing work over the years, particularly at the state level. Next up is a new division within our PTA Council, and see if I can scrolling somewhere. There we is. We now have 2 vice presidents of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and they are here to talk a little bit about their work. Angela and Enyang. I see Angela, so maybe if you want to get started. I'm not sure if Enyang is here, but if she is, we'll bring her on in. Hi, Angela.
Hi, welcome to all the new families. Thank you for letting us speak a little bit about this new part of the PTA Council. We are a group that is working to promote diversity, equity, inclusion, and also belonging. I think that's something that is coming to part of what our mission is. And we work with the PTA Council. We work with all of the different PTAs that have presented today, and we really want to serve as a resource to all the unit PTAs, families, and community partners on Mercer Island, and we want to advocate for the health, well-being, inclusion, and education of every child. So we are here to support students, engage with the community, and all the other DEI efforts going on at Mercer Island. We want to develop leaders and make the PTA an inclusive place. So we really welcome all the new families. If you are interested in getting involved with any of the PTAs or particularly our DEI committee, we are always open and would welcome your support. And we would also like to work with the advocacy groups to really advocate for parents and students and all of the DEI initiatives going on with the district. So we want to be a partner with all the good work that is going on. Just a couple things I want to mention. One of our initiatives this year is to develop affinity groups on Mercer Island for different communities. We just started last May with an Asian American Pacific Islander affinity group, and we're hoping to expand that to other groups on the island to really give families a place where they can share with other communities that they really feel a part of. And we just want to welcome all the different members on Mercer Island. So I'm not sure if Eunyoung is speaking, but she will also be working and doing outreach with multiracial families and working as an affinity group coordinator. So wanted to mention that she's a good person to connect with as well. And I work with Kimberly Frank, who is our co-vice president of DEI, but she wasn't able to be here today. Just wanted to mention that. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. I wish I wore my shirt that says everyone belongs here because everyone does. Good to see you again. Next up is a group on Mercer Island that is, I think, in maybe their 5th year. And here representing 1MI is Robin Lee. And I'm not sure if Danielle is here, but Robin, if you want to unmute and turn on your camera, we'd love to hear a little bit about 1MI.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hi, Donna. So I'm Robin Lee. I actually grew up on Mercer Island. My family moved here in 1975. And whenever I meet new families, they always say, what's the best thing about Mercer Island? And I always say, it's you. My favorite thing about Mercer Island are the new families that come here. And thank you for choosing this to be your home. And we're so happy you're here. And you're all bringing stories and experiences that are going to make our town richer. And we're really happy to have you. So 1MI was formed in 2017 by families of color to address a need we saw in the Mercer Island community to support children and families of color. So while many people perceive Mercer Island as a white community, I think, Donna, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think last numbers we had, MISD was nearly half students of color, with 42% of students identifying as not white. And so 1MI works to celebrate and expand the place of people of color in the Mercer Island community. Our mission is to enhance positive identity for children of color, advance cultural competency in the Mercer Island community, and drive community level policy change for equity. So we have programs and events throughout the year. So we used to do like a First Fridays for families of color at Pagliacci's, and we meet up for Ptsa on Fridays. This is pre-pandemic. But lately in the spring, we co-sponsored a community conversation about the book Just Mercy, and we had guest speakers from the Seattle Clemency Project and the Post-Conviction Justice Project. Last month, we co-sponsored the installation of a sukkah at Mercerdale Park to celebrate the Jewish harvest holiday of Sukkot. And this month, we're co-sponsoring candidate forums, specifically asking school board and city council candidates questions pertaining to diversity, equity, and inclusion in their vision of Mercer Island. So 1MI is for all families. So we welcome any stakeholders in the Mercer Island community, people of color, white people, queer, senior, families, MISD teachers and staff, and anyone who really is invested in Mercer Island being a more inclusive and equitable place. So if any of these kind of issues move you, please reach out. We have a website, 1mi.org, which we're in the process of putting up, but you can click there to get on our mailing list and get in touch with us. And we're also on Facebook. or you can email me at onemercerisland@gmail.com. So welcome to Mercer Island, and we are so happy to have you. Thank you.
Glad to have you here, Robin. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your work in support of our community. Next, we have from Mercer Island Library, our Teen Services Librarian and our great partner in our local library, Carrie Bowman. Hi, Carrie, good to see you.
Hi there, everyone. Good to see you too. And I want to welcome the new families. I am the Teen Services Librarian at the Public Library on Mercer Island, which is part of the King County system. And the library's really been a heart of the community for a long time. And I've been part of the library here for over a decade now. And I loved all the talk about partnerships that happened earlier this evening. And the library's part of that in the sense that we support programming in the district and youth and family services. And we've worked with Parent Edge as well to help bring programming to the community. So it's exciting. If you have any middle or high school students that have an idea, send them my way. I'm working with students right now on some programming in the community, and it's something that I love to do. So a couple of things you may not know about, I'll just talk about quickly. First of all students in the district have an automatic student card at the public library, and that card gives them access to all online resources. So things like ebooks, online resources for school projects, online live tutoring, as well as streaming video and music. So those are all available with student cards. You can find out about them at school if you're not aware. If you want to check out items, books and movies, for example, then you do have to have a physical card, and you can get one of those online. If you're moving here from somewhere else in King County, you're set. All the libraries are connected, as you probably know. Another thing I want to highlight is a program called Study Zone Plus. We've long had a tutoring program in the library system that's free, of course, and we moved it online during the pandemic, and it's been a raging success. One of the components is sort of a connection, a place for kids to socialize. A recharge room, we're calling it, and it's been really popular, and kids from all over the county have checked in online. So that's something that might interest you and your children. All of the rooms in Study Zone Plus are supervised by adults. They're all Zoom rooms. Some of the other popular programs include Reading Buddies, which is reading support for elementary school kids, Teen Talk Time, which is language learning support for middle and high school students, and there's a really active math club or two that goes elementary and middle school. And tutors are available. And then finally, we have a lot of online events and programs. Unfortunately, we're not doing anything in person yet. We're hoping for that in 2022. But remember that all library events are free. You can search for events on the website, which I think is probably on the slide. And I'll put a couple things in chat. All the events will show up if you search on events, and then you can select and limit your search with lots of different things. Also, I want to mention Life After High School as a type of program you might be interested in. The system offers these programs year-round, and they focus on the college search and application process. So that's about it. Please feel free to email me with questions. I can turn you over to our children's librarian if you have elementary school kids, and I'm always happy to answer questions. So thanks a lot for having me, and welcome again.
Good to see you, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you.
And next up, one of our newest partners is Innovation Learning. They are our child care partners at each of our elementary schools, and we are so excited to have them up and running this year. And here to talk a little bit about Innovation Learning is Jacob Slade. Hi, Jacob. Good to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me. I would like to thank you for the invitation. We are very excited as an organization to become a connected learning partner with the Mercer Island School District. A little bit about the company. We were founded in 2016 by principals, administrators, and educators who saw a need for a more robust before and after school program to support school districts. The company is based in Colorado, but one of the things that we take really seriously is, kind of forming our program around the needs of every specific community. Our focus is on innovation. We see innovation as a learned skill set. It's our mission to create tomorrow's innovators today through skills like curiosity, collaboration, associative and integrative thinking, and a bias towards action and experimentation. So currently we are in an architecture module in our programs where students are designing cities with cardboard and building them. And we're doing modules on sustainable architecture, green building, biomimicry from nature. So a lot of really exciting things in that regard. Some of the potential partnerships that we're looking for in the community, we see just the wealth of skills and the wealth of ability in the Puget Sound region, and more specifically on Mercer Island. We're currently working on a partnership with Boeing and the Museum of Flight to create some programs around the aerospace program. We're also working with the Wilderness Awareness School to try to have some outdoor experiential education opportunities moving forward. And we're really excited about just being welcomed into the Mercer Island community in general. So that's the most important thing. We take our role very seriously. We are being given the responsibility of arguably your most prized possession as parents, and so we want to do everything we can to support the students, especially before school, getting them ready by providing snack, helping them with social and emotional activities. Yoga has become a very popular activity in the morning programs to get students kind of in the right mindset for the day. And then at the end of the day, just kind of giving them an opportunity to get excited about learning in more of an experimental, free-form type of structure. So we have a schedule every day that we follow with team building activities outside, as well as innovation stations, which is kind of our engineering module where students can, build with Connects, build with Legos. Right now we're doing a stop motion movie making with students at Lake Ridge. That was a really fun activity I did yesterday with the students. And we really want to create a positive collaborative relationship with the families and with the community in general. And so I am making myself available for any communication. Please reach out. My email is jslade@innovationlearning.com. We would love for any new families to come take a look at our program on any day. We would love for you to check out what we're doing on any given day. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to get students excited about learning, because that's our ultimate goal.
Thank you, Jacob. Good to see you. And I know that things are up and running great at each of our elementaries. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Next up, one of our long-standing partners that is located here in the Mega Block that I talked about earlier is our Mercer Island Boys and Girls Club. And here to talk about their programs in their facility is Danielle Holly. Hi, Danielle. Good to see you.
Hello. Great to see you. Thank you for having me. I'm at a weird angle where I'm a little cut off, but that's okay. My name's Danielle. Welcome to all the new families. It's awesome that you all are here. Mercer Island is an incredible community. I've worked at the Boys and Girls Club for about 3 years now, and it's the most incredible community to work in, and everyone is supportive and behind these kids 100%, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, so a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club. We are before and after school programs. Our before school program runs from 7 to 9 in the morning, and we serve a really delicious breakfast every morning, from pancakes to waffles to yogurt parfaits, things like that. We want to make sure that their bodies and their brains are fueled for their day ahead of them. And we do fun activities in the morning, art projects, run around, some free time, just get them ready for the day. And then we also have after school programs for K through 5 and 6 through 12th graders. For our K through 5 programs, we have 2-day, 3-day, and 5-day week options, including early release Wednesdays. And we do a variety of art projects, STEM projects, run around activities. We have a mat room, which is where the kids like to play dodgeball. It's a fan favorite. It's their favorite space in the whole building. And yeah, we serve a snack and just do a variety of things to have your kids be engaged and socialize with other kids from around the community. We also have homework time, so we support them in working on homework if they have any from school, just making sure that they have a safe place to be after school. And then we also have a 6th through 12th grade teen program in the afternoons, and they walk over from the high school or can get on a bus from IMS and get dropped off in front of the club. And there, again, are fun activities every single afternoon. And also with the teen program, we do teen late night. So once or twice a month, we have on a Friday or a Saturday, we'll have a teen late night where teens can come hang out. They can have a safe place to be with their friends, play video games, play in that mat room space again, socialize, have dinner. It's a fun time, and it's definitely one of the highlights of the teen program. I don't know exactly when it's going to start, but there's also going to be an Esports League in which teens from the Mercer Island Boys and Girls Club will compete in esports like Rocket League, Super Smash Bros. Let me pull up the other list. Gang Beasts, NBA 2K21 against other boys and girls clubs in King County. So that's a pretty fun thing. The kids love, obviously, video games. So there's a little competitive aspect with other boys and girls clubs in this. So that's a fun program that's going to start towards the end of October. We also have a really incredible athletic program here. So all year long, there are athletics happening. Currently there's football, tackle and flag football, basketball, volleyball, yoga. In the winter, there's futsal, which is indoor soccer. There's more volleyball, yoga, wrestling. We hope to bring back parkour. In the spring, Little League starts up. And if your kid is in our after school program and also in a sports program that takes place at our facility, we help out with that transition between the after school program and athletics. So if they're in basketball at 4:30, when they get here, they can come in, have a snack, and we make sure that they get to basketball. And if that sport program ends before the after school program ends, they can come back and join the after school program until pickup. So we work with that transition so you don't have to get your kid to basketball. We also are open on any non-school day that's not a holiday. So for example, on November 11th, we are closed, but for the elementary conferences, November 22nd to 24th, we are open for full day camp. And we pack the day with a ton of fun, engaging activities, keep your kids active, socializing with their friends while they're not in school. So those are really great programs and opportunities throughout the year as well. You're welcome to email me or I believe they're going to send out more than just my contact information for Boys and Girls Club. We've got the K-5 program, which is mine, the teen program and the athletic program, but feel free to reach out to me and I will happily direct you wherever you need to be directed, or I can help you out with whatever K-5 program questions you have. Thank you and welcome again. And it's great to see you, Donna.
Good to see you, Danielle. It's not in person, but it's a great facility and hopefully soon enough we'll be able to welcome more folks into it as we transition out of this crazy pandemic time. Thanks for being here, Danielle. Next up, we have an amazing Scouts program on Mercer Island. And here to talk to you a little bit about that is Dr. Randy Ogata. Randy, if you want to turn on your camera and your mic. Oh, look at that background. That is an amazing background. Tell us all about Scouts, Randy.
Well, I come before you to stand behind you to tell you something I know nothing about. Admission isn't free, so pay at the door, pull up a chair and sit on the floor. That's one of the openings to one of my favorite skits. And it's an example of some of the fun that your child can have in scouting. I want to thank Craig and the Mercer Island School District for allowing me half an hour tonight to present on scouting. A big welcome to all the new families on Mercer Island, and it's one of the greatest places in the world to raise your children. I also want to go off script and say thank you to Donna as we wrap up a great run as superintendent of Mercer Island School District for us. And my sister said to say hello when she heard I was talking tonight. So, all right. My name is Dr. Randy Ogata. I've served in leadership and scouting for over 10 years and participated in Scouts here as a youth. I moved to Mercer Island in 1965, and I'll let you guys do the math. Like Alison and Robin and a few of the other presenters, I grew up here on Mercer Island. My mom still resides in the home that I grew up in. After graduate school, I came back here to raise my family. I attended Island Park Elementary, South Mercer Junior High, now Islander Middle School, and graduated with Mary Waite, who our poll is named after, from Mercer Island High School when we were both younger. I represent close to 100 adult volunteers who serve the Mercer Island Scouting community to make Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA, which is the name of Boy Scouts since the girls have joined. Safe, fun, and exciting. I've served on the committees for 4 of the 6 Mercer Island Scout units, hence why Craig invites me here to represent all of them one time in the evening. There's also a possibility I may serve on another unit because we're talking about starting a 7th unit on Mercer Island. It's called Adventuring Crew, which is for older scouts and older students doing high adventure. And we may get that going by the beginning of this next year. Like all of you, we want our children to grow up in a safe place, a place where we have an opportunity to succeed, but they're also allowed to fail. This helps them develop good character, learn new life skills, gives them an internal moral compass, and allows them to give back to our community as they grow. Scouting does this through an experience-based learning system that's proven itself over 100 years of evolution. We have 4 troops and 2 packs on Mercer Island that give children on Mercer Island the chance to learn in the outdoors. The 2 packs on the north and the south end of the island with participants from kindergarten through 5th grade, boys and girls. They do hikes, campouts, rocket launches, archery, pinewood derbies, BB guns, and much, much more. All the time, they incrementally are challenged to learn more and more skills each year using age-appropriate advancements designed for their cognitive age. There are 4 troops on Mercer Island, 3 boys and 1 girl. All the troops send crews to Philmont this past summer. Collectively, they have produced over 300 Eagle Scouts and counting. Troop 678G was the first, one of the biggest and the best girls troops here in the Chief Seattle Council. Also had one of the first female Eagle Scouts in the country last year. Tonight, shortly after I leave this program, it'll be my honor to introduce my troop's newest candidate at his Eagle Scout Board of Review. But Scouts do more than just earn Eagle. They give back to the Mercer Island community over and over and over again. You'll see them at the farmers market, the VFW hall, city parks, churches, food banks, summer celebration, and other events all around the island. This weekend, we're hosting the district canoe race at Luther Burbank, where all 4 of the units will race around Mercer Island. If you want to put an outing into scouting, this is a great week to try us on. You can come join us at our family fun event this Saturday, October 9th, to experience scouting instead of just hearing about it. I'll be running the archery range and possibly be in some type of costume. But come to the Rose Hill Church in Kirkland between 10 o'clock and 4, and that's behind the Kirkland Costco, and come find out what all the fun is about. Craig will share with you the web addresses of the 6 Scout units. It's here on the screen for me, and as well as my personal email. Again, my name is Dr. Randy Ogata. I look forward to meeting your sons and daughters as they embark upon their scouting journey. Thank you.
Thanks, Randy. And you did it in less than half an hour, so good job. Thanks for being here. Good to see you again. Next up, representing the Girl Scouts of Mercer Island is, Kathy Mcdonald. Kathy, if you want to unmute, there you are. Hi, Kathy, good to see you.
Hi there. Thanks so much for having me. Great to be here. I also grew up on Mercer Island, moved here in 1980, went to school here, and happy to be raising my 2 kids here. I've got a senior in high school and a 10th grader. I am the volunteer mom who's called the service unit manager of Mercer Island Girl Scouts. We have about 300 Girl Scouts on the island. We have about 30 troops. Girl Scout program runs starting in kindergarten up to 12th grade. And we've got a couple different troops at each level. And it's and Scouts at all the different schools. The troops are usually organized by age level, not necessarily by which school, as schools are usually mixed up a little bit, which is really great. By the time you get to middle school, you've met a lot of different kids. Most troops meet, they vary by troop. It's very individual by the troop, but sometimes it's once a month, once a week, depends on the troop. It's a very inexpensive and non-competitive girl-led leadership program. It's only $25 to join Girl Scouts, which is, I think, one of the best deals in town. What do Girl Scouts do? Well, I'm sure you've all had a Girl Scout cookie. I hope some of you were Girl Scouts back in the day like I was here on Mercer Island. Oh yeah, Donna was a Girl Scout, I think, as well. And so they do fun activities together. They get outside a lot. We have some amazing camping properties here. Girl Scouts of Western Washington, there's 5 different properties here, and we go to 2 big campouts a year to those properties. There's hiking, and there's lots of different STEM activities. There's arts and crafts, there's singing, and then there's a lot of girl leadership. As the girls get older, there's a lot of leadership opportunities. We have the equivalent of an Eagle Scout is called a Gold Award, and so we have girls earning that every year as well, which is really, really awesome. Do a lot of philanthropy. They get a lot of entrepreneurship skills with selling cookies. And it's really a fantastic program. I can't say enough good things about it. We have wonderful, amazing people that are part of it, and we'd love for you to join. If you go to our website, which is mercerislandgirlscouts.org, there's a lot of information about all the programs that we do. We also have a Facebook group, which you can find. And I also want to put in a plug. There's, if you haven't found some of the Facebook groups for parents of Mercer Island, just general ones, not Girl Scout ones, but there's a Parents of Mercer Island. There's a whole bunch of them out there that you can find that might be helpful. And just on another note, because it's been a long night, the Seahawks just scored. So that's pretty exciting, everybody. So I think it's 7-0 Seahawks. So woohoo. Anyway, we would love to have you join Girl Scouts. If you are interested in finding a troop for your daughter, best thing to do is to email me, which is volunteer@mercerislandgirlscouts.org, and we will find a place for your daughter. We've got a very large kindergarten and first grade troop that just started. And so if you've got a younger one, we've got room for you there. And we've got troops at all levels that are accepting new kids. So, and it's really a place for everybody. Kids with special needs, anybody is welcome in Girl Scouts. Thank you.
Great to see you, Kathy. Full disclosure, I grew up in Canada, so I was actually a Girl Guide.
Girl Guide, you were a Girl Guide, that's
Pacific
right.
Northwest, and it's still a great experience. So,
thank you.
Nice to see you. We're almost done. This happens to us every year. We end up being the same time as the Seahawks game. So we're going to get you into that here shortly. We've got just 2 more presentations. Next up is our good friends at the Strom Jewish Community Center, often called affectionately the JCC. And here representing them tonight is Samantha Hagan. Good to see you, Samantha. Tell us about the JCC.
Hi, thanks for having me. Welcome to everyone and all the new families. Excited to have you here. My name is Samantha Hagan. I'm the Youth and Recreation Programs Director for the Strom Jewish Community Center on Mercer Island. At the SJCC, we offer a robust amount of programming for grades K through 12th grade. We primarily serve K through 6th grade. We offer before and after school care called Kids Town throughout the school year. Your child can take a school bus from their elementary school directly to the J, and then my staff will greet them on the bus and take them to Kids Town. We also offer a variety of different after-school enrichment classes each season of the year. This season, we're offering karate, cooking, STEM classes, as well as chess and lots of different other things. At the J, you can have a membership, and with your membership, you can get discounts on classes and Kids Town, as well as you use our fitness center and our pool. The pool also offers swim lessons and family swim nights and different activities as well. Throughout the summer months, we offer J Day Camp for all ages. Our camp runs from June through August. It's just week-long programs, and we offer a variety of different programming for summer camp. So I want to thank you for inviting me and having me, and come over to the J and come for a tour, and hope to meet some of you and see some of your kids at the J. Thank you.
It's a great facility. It's such an asset to Mercer Islanders. So thanks for being here, Samantha.
Thank you.
And last up, our last community partner is Youth Theater Northwest, who has been serving our our theater-oriented students for several years. And here to tell us about that is Stephanie Bull, the business manager for Youth Theater Northwest. Hi, Stephanie, take us on. Bang.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm Stephanie. I'm actually now the managing director at Youth Theater Northwest. That's like a very, very recent change. We are a nonprofit youth theater on the island. We offer drama programs for kids ages 3 to 18. We've been on the island since 1984, and we offer year-round classes and camps, as well as productions with youth actors for the public to see. Some fun things that are coming up for us are we are hosting a drive-in on October 24th. We also have our first show of the season, The Sky Below, opening in November, and our second show of the season, The Thing About Unicorns, opening in December. We do have our winter and spring classes online as well, and we also offer scholarships and payment plan options for all of our programs. And you can find all of our programs at youththeater.org. So hopefully I went under my 3-minute mark.
Nice job, Stephanie. Thanks for taking us out with a bang. To our new families, again, welcome, welcome. We are so excited to have you on Mercer Island, the community that really does offer those full supports for families. On behalf of myself and our board president and our full board of directors, we are so glad that you are part of Mercer Island School District. As the slide says, watch for an email to follow that will have all the links and the information of how to contact all of our great partners that were here with you tonight. And we're going to send you off now so that you can watch the rest of the Seahawks game. Have a great evening, and thank you for being here with us tonight. Bye, everyone.